Hey everyone, it's me, Tremia, and I've been trying to make this video and it won't let me upload it. It keeps on saying it's too long, and it's been definitely under 10 minutes. So I'm going to try to talk faster and get all my information in as quick as I can. I'm talking about doctor's visits and what we need to do to prepare ourselves for them. The first thing is, transportation, getting yourself to the doctor. Like I'm homebound, I'm not allowed to drive, so I always have to have transportation set up prior to the doctor's appointment. Usually I do it to where my son can take me. Um, he's 21 and in college, so I make it on his days that he has no classes. And if it's a very important visit, um, my husband will schedule time off of work to take me so we can both, speak to the doctor. Other than that, um, I have to try to get a friend to take me, but then, that gets to be a little bit of work because I have to have somebody that has a car that my wheelchair can get in and fit in, and they also have to be able to pick up and get out the wheelchair and, handle my oxygen. So, it's kind of a job to get transportation put into place. So I always try to make sure I get it done soon enough and make sure it's on my husband or my son's schedule. Also, I spoke, about making a list, and it can begin, the same day you've already had a doctor's appointment. You might start thinking of, oh, I forgot to ask the doctor this, but I keep my notebook in my purse and I just keep my list ongoing, and the page is usually filled up by the time I get in to see her, and she knows I always have my list. And I go down it, and she goes, okay, let's go down your list, and we'll go down it and mark off as she answers my questions. But the list is very important. And also, I have it out and I write down answers, things that I'm not going to, really remember. Like if there's a dose change in my medicine, I write it down so I'm for certain what it's supposed to be instead of trying to guess later on. But definitely, keep your list. I have some of my doctor's visits are long because of the chemotherapy. I mean, I'm there for 8 hours on that day, so I have to go in prepared, and I make sure I have food with me because, like my midday medicine, I have to take with food. So I either have snacks or I bring a sandwich and chips. So I'm prepared because there's no snack machine or anything like that at my doctor's office. So I make sure that, I have my food available so I can take my medicines and stuff. Also, research your tests before you have them done, so you won't go in and be surprised by anything. You need A couple of weeks ago, a month ago, I had an appointment with a urologist as first time new patient. I had no idea when you go in there that on females they do a pelvic exam and they catheterize you. Had no idea, and they just I felt like I was just thrown around and, handled very roughly. Um, and I told them I did not expect this, but they did not give me any time or attention to be able to handle it all. Because I hate to say I'm in a delicate position or fragile, but I'm just not walking in, from work, just bebopping around, getting stuff done. Because she physically hurt me, and didn't listen to me, and then after the fact she knew that she had, and I'm not going back to that doctor. And there was some stuff found out that I do need to see a urologist about, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to go to a different one, because you just need to research, girls. Make sure you know what your appointment's going to have, what's going to be going on during that, so you won't be surprised like I was. Also, if they do testing, lab work, MRIs, that kind of thing, ask them if they're going to call you with the results, when you can expect that call, or if you need to call them, or if they're going to mail you the results, or if they're going to wait till you see them the next time. Make sure that you know how it's going to be handled. And there's stuff that I don't want to wait 2 or 3 months to hear back on. And, I set it up with the nurse, or can you call me or can I call back? Because I just, I want to know. I don't want to, I get anxious and stuff. I want to know my answers. And I let them know that. And also, when I'm leaving, I go ahead and I make my next appointment. I have my little calendar that I keep in my purse, and I write down all my appointments in here so I can look and see what happened when. And it's good for insurance purposes also. Like I can say, well, I'll find out, what happened on what day. I know what doctor I have seen. But is when I'm walking, checking out, I go ahead and I make my next appointment, whether it's 2 weeks away or 6 months away, because I found out that it was hard for me to call back in, and then I didn't get a very good appointment. Like, I might say I need it in 2 weeks and they're already booked 4 weeks out, so my appointment's even thrown further out. So I do it as I'm leaving, and that way everything's set and I don't have to worry about it. And I write it down in here so I don't have to get the little business cards and have those, trashing up my purse. Oops. I'm trying to make my lighting correct. But, make sure you're prepared for your doctor's visits. And, I suggest, if it's an important doctor's visit, that, somebody goes with you so that you always have that second set of ears hearing what's going on. My husband probably understands and knows more about my care than I do because of all the lupus fog and all that kind of stuff. But if anybody else has any more suggestions, comment me, video response me, let me know, and so I can let others know. I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.